Marc Marquez shared that since his injury, he's struggled to perform well in the MotoGP Malaysia races, admitting that he just can't keep up anymore. He also responded to comments made by the FIM president about the economic situation surrounding the Valencia GP. Stick around till the end to hear all the details. Marc Marquez and a number of other high-profile MotoGP figures have taken a powerful stand on the severe crisis in Valencia, Spain, where recent catastrophic flooding has brought the region to its knees. With over 150 lives lost and a tremendous level of destruction to homes, infrastructure and businesses, the tragedy has prompted MotoGP to cancel its season-ending Valencia Grand Prix. The cancellation, though a tough call, underscores the sport's sensitivity to the unprecedented situation and its solidarity with those affected. Prior to this official decision, FIM President Jorge Villegas had expressed concerns regarding the economic impact on the Valencian community if the race were cancelled. Villegas noted in his comments to Sky Italy that the absence of the Grand Prix might negatively impact the region's economy, as the event typically brings in significant revenue through tourism and associated spending on local businesses. However, Marquez, one of MotoGP's most influential riders and a Spanish native, publicly countered this stance, stating that the focus should remain on human lives and community recovery rather than economic benefits. Marquez emphasized that any attempt to move forward with the race would detract from crucial resources needed to support those devastated by the floods, adding that the entire effort to organize such a massive event could risk pulling attention away from what truly matters, helping residents rebuild their lives and regain a sense of normalcy. The situation became even more complex as reigning world champion Francesco Pecco Bagnaia weighed in, expressing his personal stance that he would abstain from racing in Valencia, given the circumstances, even if it jeopardized his position in the championship. Bagnaia's sentiment captured the moral dilemma faced by riders and race organizers alike. For him, prioritizing empathy over competition was non-negotiable. His commitment to stepping away from the race, if it proceeded, was a statement not only of his personal values, but also a powerful reflection of the sport's capacity for compassion and integrity in times of crisis. Another key voice in the conversation, Aleix Espargaro of Aprilia, highlighted the extreme difficulty of the decision MotoGP faced. Acknowledging the gravity of the tragedy, he remarked on how the region's devastation had likely not yet been fully realized, with rising death tolls and massive displacement impacting countless families. Espargaro empathized with the community's suffering, sharing his hope that MotoGP might find ways to contribute to the area's relief efforts, even if it meant rethinking the event structure. He pointed out that should the race have proceeded, there could have been ways for MotoGP to generate financial support to aid recovery, perhaps by funneling proceeds from the event directly into local relief initiatives, or organizing charitable contributions in conjunction with the Grand Prix. Yet he was also quick to admit that such ideas carried inherent complexities, as logistical resources needed for the race would undoubtedly divert from emergency response and rebuilding efforts. The dialogue around the Valencia Grand Prix brought together the collective voice of riders, organizers and governing bodies, all grappling with the multifaceted implications of the crisis. While a race could offer economic benefits in terms of hotel occupancy, restaurant patronage, and tourism-driven spending, most agreed that the far-reaching impact of the floods demanded immediate attention and compassion. Ultimately, the decision to cancel the race was a significant, empathetic choice that demonstrated MotoGP's commitment to valuing community welfare over financial gain. It's a choice that underscores how deeply embedded the sport is within its host communities worldwide, and how, in moments of crisis, it prioritizes humanity above all else. This season-ending event in Valencia, originally meant to close the MotoGP season with a showcase of competition and fanfare, has instead become a testament to the integrity of a sport that recognizes its responsibility beyond the track. The cancellation reflects MotoGP's understanding that, at this time, the resources and attention devoted to hosting a Grand Prix are better placed in helping a region that is mourning, healing, and rebuilding from unimaginable losses. At the 2024 Malaysian MotoGP, Marc Marquez faced a challenging Friday at Sepang. a track where he has historically struggled despite having clinched victory here twice in the Premier class. Known for his aggressive and technical style, Marquez's journey through the season has been marked by highs and lows, with a recent victory at Phillip Island followed by a crash in Thailand while in contention for second place. As he approached Sepang, the Honda-turned-Ducati rider remained determined, but he acknowledged that Sepang's demands added an extra layer of difficulty to his typical race weekend. Friday's practice sessions highlighted Marquez's ongoing battle to adapt to Sepang's layout, pushing himself just enough to secure a spot in Q2, though only 0.076 seconds separated him from KTM rookie Pedro Acosta. The Sepang International Circuit, with its blend of long straights and technical turns, has consistently tested Marquez's resilience. Even before his infamous 2020 injury at Jerez, Sepang posed unique challenges that he could often balance with his physical strength and skill. However, since fracturing his humerus, Marquez's ability to compensate has lessened, leaving him to ride more conservatively and in sync with his physical limitations, rather than overpowering them. Marquez has been transparent about how his riding style has had to evolve post-injury. Where he once pushed his machine to the edge in high-risk maneuvers, now he's more restrained, conserving energy and sticking to a rhythm that aligns with his physical state. The struggle he shared becomes even more pronounced at circuits like Sepang and Montmello, where the demands on riders' physicality and machine control are relentless. The combination of tight corners and heat at Sepang exacerbates Marquez's challenges, making this track one of the most grueling on the calendar for the Spanish star. His performance on the Desmosedici GP23, however, hasn't been solely a reflection of his condition. The entire Ducati team grapples with specific issues at Sepang. Marquez, his brother Alex, Marco Bezzecchi and Andrea Iannone, all aboard GP23 machines, occupied the bottom 4 spots in terms of top speed on the straights during practice. Despite Ducati's general reputation for speed, particularly on straights, the GP23s were noticeably underperforming compared to their competitors. This underwhelming performance follows a similar trend observed at last week's Thailand GP, where the heat also hindered their results. Sepang's lengthy straights demand peak performance, yet the GP23s appeared disadvantaged in this area. Marquez noted that the heat affects the Desmosedici's performance more here than at other circuits like Mandalika, where shorter straights relieve some of the pressure on engine cooling and performance. Ducati's engineers are actively working to bridge this gap, especially as competition heats up, with several Desmosedici GP23 riders struggling to find the pace necessary to contend with faster machines on race day. For Marquez, these challenges at Sepang reflect the nuanced relationship between rider style, physical fitness, and the circuit's demands. Where other tracks allow him to blend his natural aggression with refined control, Sepang remains a formidable test, exacerbated by the heat and his inability to push the limits he once did. While he holds firm that his struggles aren't a direct result of his recent switch from Honda to Ducati, he acknowledges that each rider has circuits that mesh better with their technique. For Marquez, Sepang has been and continues to be a puzzle that tests both his physical and technical capabilities to the fullest. Hey MotoGP fans, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest action.